To leave the seminar, may I please leave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please. Thank you so much, sir, being with us. Thank you so much.
Pleasure was mine. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me.
Have a good day, sir. So we have the next speaker in our platform, Dr.Doreen Robin, who is a fourth speaker of our two-day national seminar. She's going to talk about IPR in higher educational institutions. So now I welcome Dr. Grace Binapol, HOD Department of Zoology, to introduce our esteemed speaker to the audience. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam Ma'am. I'm delighted to introduce the next speaker, Dr. Doreen Robin. And ma'am will be talking on IPR in higher educational institutions. Dr. Doreen Robin is the Director of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation. She has received her B.Tech in Information Technology from Madras University, Chennai, ME in Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University, and Ph.D. in Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University. Her research interests include parallel and distributed computing, peer-to-peer computing, grid computing, cloud computing, and big data analytics. Previous positions include Professor and Head at Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Information Technology. And Madam also served as Assistant Professor at the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Chennai. And Madam also has teaching and research associate at the Department of Computer Science, Anna University, Chennai, and assistant professor at the Department of Information Technology, SSN College of Engineering, Chennai. And Madam, to her credit, has published about 30 papers in international and national journals and presented various papers at the international conferences as well. She's a life member of ISTE. She's a reviewer of Computer and Electrical Engineering Journal and Future Generation Computer Science Journal. She had been the resource person for the workshop on digital classroom, big data analytics using Hadoop, data science using Python, machine learning, deep learning, cognitive computing, software testing, blockchain technologies, cybersecurity, and forensics. And I'm really pleased to welcome ma'am once again. Ma'am is no stranger to St. Pious College. Madam did come on this online platform number of times. So once again, we are delighted to invite you, ma'am, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Professor Grace, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So, as said by Professor Grace Bina, ma'am, I'm not new to St. Pius. I've been there. It's like a family whenever we get together to share what we know to the betterment of the society. A very, very special thanks to the entire management, Principal Ma'am, Sister Velangani Ma'am, and to Sugantamala Ma'am for having invited me to give a talk on this today national level seminar on IPR. You know, everywhere you are hearing about IPR, and St. Pius X Degree and PG College for Women, Hyderabad. I once again thank you for inviting me to give a talk on IPR in higher education institution. And I know, and it's a seminar, and some of you are presenting papers onto it, and you already know what is about it, and we are working to even optimize more on about what we are doing today. So we are going to have a talk for 1 hour and 10 minutes of question. Okay, and every time I hope you are able to see my screen. If so, type on the chat SY. If you are able to see my screen on the chat, type Y if you are able to see my screen. Is my audio audible? Yes, thank you, Akshita Reddy. Yes, thank you, Dr. Anjana ma'am, Dr. Shukla. Dr. Tirumala ma'am. Okay, so I hope you are all well today. My first question, so whenever I ask question, you can post it onto the chat, or you also can give your answers on the, you can also unmute it and you can speak. How are you today? My first question for the day, how are you today? I know it's a second session, we had continuous sessions. How are you today? Good, thank you, Tirumala, Dr. Tirumala ma'am. What about others? We have 60 plus people. What about others? I want everybody to give an answer. All right. So today we are going to see about IPR and higher education institution. I know St. Pious College. Okay, you are really doing an extremely good job in collaboration with IIC Institution Innovation Council. And there are many people from different colleges. You are here. Thank you so much. All right. So to start off with the session, we'll just have a breakout activity and then we will start with the session. Okay. So when you, what do you see on the screen? You see like yellow, blue, orange, black, red, green. I want you all to read the color of the word. So the first word, you should not read it as yellow. You should read it as green, red, blue, and you have to go from this to green to this, and not green. You should read it as maroon, and from here you have to go back to this word yellow. But you should not read it as yellow. You should read the color of the word. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. After I say start, you're going to do it. At the end of it, one or two can unmute and tell your experience. You're able to understand? It starts from yellow to green and green to yellow. You should not read the word. You should read the color of the word. Okay? Here we go. Yes? You can start now. I hope you're able to do it. You've got 10 seconds more. Not the word, the color of the word. Yeah, we stop here. Okay. What was your experience? Can any one of you say? Have you tried it? At least anybody tried it? Yes, no? Is my voice audible? Is my voice
Yes,
yeah.
audible. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
anybody
audible.
tried it out? Let's have an active. Getting confused in between. Yes, you tried it. Yes. So, like one part of a brain will try to read the words, but the other part says, no, 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 don't read the color. But you don't read the word, you should read the color of the word. Okay, I've got response from 2 out of 58. What about others? Anybody others? They tried? Every time we have a challenging session in which how many of you are really listening? Are you there, or you're switched on and you've left? Okay, thank you so much. Listen to the talk very carefully. I know you participants, you are excellent in this IPR. I'm going to share a few thoughts wherein I would like to share to you today how IPR could be used in higher education institution. At the end of the talk, we are going to play a live quiz. Okay, I know you are all thorough with the live quizzes. Okay, and there will be some 5 multiple choice questions, and let's see who's going to win the show. All right. So today's talk is about IPR and higher education institutions. Okay. You know, IP at colleges and universities, they refer mostly to the products of faculty. Okay. You do kind of innovation. You have an idea. You are trying to bring out something. Okay. So it is the products of the faculty. Nowadays, you see a lot of innovations are done by school students. right? You would have seen the students are even far more excellent. All right. So by the student research and the group scholarship group. When you take IPR into higher education, whenever I am going to have it as HEI, it stands for higher educational institution. It falls into what covered by patent law and what covered by copyright law. I know the previous session, you had a wonderful session with an eminent speaker, was very clear in speaking to you about the patents and all the attributes associated with it. All right. So here at this talk today, this section, we are going to focus on, about patent, about copyrights, where and how, about trademarks. You should have been listening to this talk right from yesterday, and you would be researching about it for a long time. All right. And then today I'm going to throw out some important points where you can use it. All right. So the first thing is I'm going to speak is about Kapila. Okay, Kapila, it stands for Kalam program for IP literacy and awareness. IP literacy and awareness. Kalam, Kapila, Kapila. Kalam, Ka stands for Kalam, P program for IP literacy and awareness. IP literacy and awareness. All right. So it was launched on the National Innovation Day on October 15th, 2020, the last year. And today, within 1 year, we are again coming back on October 22nd. It's just a 1 year anniversary after on the occasion of to celebrate the birthday of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He always speaks about innovation. He wants to make a newer India, a brighter India. He always say, dream until you achieve. There are so many things. Okay, so he was so totally an inspiration to the young minds of people. You share just 5 minutes of talk with him, you will enrich your knowledge. Okay, he doesn't speak in a very high language, very plain, but it reaches to the minds of students, especially it kindles the minds of students. So this program, Kapila program, okay, was launched on October 15th, 2020. Okay, see, Kapila, what is the objective of Kapila? Okay, its objective is to recognize, facilitate, felicitate the intellectual property, innovation, and best practices, especially in higher education institutions. The main objective of Kapila is to recognize we are doing so much. Okay, at the end of every semester, at the end of final years, how many students are doing a project? Are we registering it? Not all, at least a few, which is really innovative. Okay, they work a lot and it goes half part. Okay, so the objective of Kapila is to recognize, facilitate, felicitate the intellectual property, innovations, and best practices. Like St. Pious, they have the best practices of organizing an event. They have the best practices of producing the best students. What is the methodology? Okay, whatever it is that could be recognized using this program called Kapila. To overcome the current limitations in our innovation ecosystem, especially in HEI, whenever HEI it comes, it stands for Higher Education Institution. A systematic, holistic effort Kapila has proposed, which will create the awareness. That is why even today St. Pius College is organizing this event. What is the need of IP filing? Intellectual property, why it should be filed? What is the mechanism? Last speaker was telling how, what are the different kinds of patents, Indian patents, US patents, Australian patents, right? And what is the mechanism and the methodology involved in filing IP in India? In India, globally, especially among students and faculty of higher education institutions. All right. And then Kapila will help in establishing the much record into the large number of education system, where you're protecting your new ideas, the research and the innovation. Though we come at the same university, the methodology in which we teach that grades the students of the college. How are we getting the students placed? How are you nurturing your talents of the students? Are your students given opportunity to excel in all their talents? Okay, having national and global relevance. rights. Okay, and Kapila was virtual lost, because of this pandemic situation by Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank on the 89th birth anniversary of a former president and scientist late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam on October 15th. Today, according to February 4, 2021, 46,556 users have registered for Kapila. See, in just 1 year. Yesterday, this week, we are speaking about how the vaccination, how many people in India they got it, right? So, same way, Kapila, it was done. All right. 46,566 was the number of users who have registered inside Kapila. Okay. How many of you have seen in this website? Anybody have registered for Kapila earlier? Can I get a response from you, please? Can I get a response from you, please? Anybody listening to this talk? Have you registered for Kapila? You can give your answers on chat. Yeah, I'm getting 2 answers. Yes, no, no. All right. I'll post the link onto the chat also. mic.gov.in. Okay. So this is the website of it. Okay. You can see, you can register into this Kapila as an education institution, and what are the awareness program. Even this is a program that you're creating as a awareness program. All right. And a lot of institutions, they are registering into this. All right. So the first thing that I want to speak is about Kapila. Okay, where the main objective is to promote IPR inside higher education system. You know what is about IPR? You have some creativity, you have got an innovation, then you need to register it, right? So there are different kinds, and you should have been, it refers to creation of the mind on inventions. Okay, literacy, it could be artistic work. Okay, it could be a design, it could be a symbol, it could be a name, it could be an image, whatever it is. Okay, so you have your own innovation that could be taken, and it could be through patents or copyrights and trademarks. We are going to focus on what is what, and how as an institution you could collaborate, or you could involve yourself, or you could have the major rights. Holders of intellectual property monopoly on the usage of properties or item for a specific period of time. The importance of IPR was first recognized, okay, in 1883 in the protection of industry property, and Berne Conventions for the protection of literacy and artistic work in 1886. It just to encourage innovation. Okay, yesterday should have got a session on innovation. Okay, need of IPR is to encourage innovation, the economic growth. Okay, the safeguard the rights of the creators, ensuring the ease of doing business, facilitating the transfer of. So IPR could be divided into copyrights, industrial property. Okay, the protection of distinct signs, when you take, it could be trademarks, geographical indications. Okay, you should have listened to about geographical indications. When you take a particular product, it refers to a particular place. Okay, if you say alva, we always say it belongs to Tirunelveli. If you say malli, the lily, we say Madurai malli. Okay, each of the place, they've got their own uniqueness. Okay, they've got their own uniqueness. That is the geographical indication. So this comes under copyrights, protection of distinctive signs, the trademarks. Okay, sorry, copyrights. In industrial property, it comes around the distinct signs, it comes under trademarks and geographical. So as an institution, the workship of authorship, your books, every book, when you open it up, you see it on your left, there is something called copyright. All right. And industrial property, it comes under the signs, the trademarks, and the geographical indication. When you take industrial designs and trade secrets, it is patents, industrial design and trade secrets. So the rights given to the person of the creation of mind, they are usually the creator, that is given for each time. What is the vision of our nation's Indian IPR policy in India, where intellectual property stimulates creativity and innovation for the benefit of all? Two words I want you all to remember it, making strong in your mind, a creativity and innovation for the benefit of all. Even today, St. Pius College is organizing this event for the benefit of all the people. All right, there should be a creativity and there should be an innovation into it. So university and public research institutions, so they are direct contributors towards innovation and research. When you take my company CIRF, it's a Section 8 company where predominantly we work on research and development and data analytics, education softwares, on deep learning, machine learning, analytics, data sciences, okay, big data analytics, cyber security, cyber forensics. So like research institution, and we are direct contributors towards innovation and research. One thing that you should keep in mind, it should be for the benefit of all. That is what our Indian nation, they are strongly recommending every individual, because our innovative and creativeness is far, and even a small child of 10-year-old, they started doing their innovations, right? Okay, this could be credited with the national IPR policy approved by the Union Cabinet on May 2016, which is the first IPR policy, okay, framed by the government of India. It was the first, and it has this innovation and IPR, it entered into the education institution, and right now it is blooming around. The primary focus of this policy is to provide, I said, right, towards innovation and creativity, especially among entrepreneurs and in higher education institutions, okay, where a lot of researchers are going predominantly in every institution. You say, for example, even if you take St. Pius, you have got different departments. Different departments, people can get together to develop a product which has a creativity and innovation for the benefit of all. Like with one department, we can also produce. To be, see, you want to develop a product, you need a department of computer science, electrical, electronics, biological people to produce for the benefits of all. So whenever I give a talk on IPR, I strongly encourage, when even if it is okay for your college, to develop projects, right? From the end of first year to the second year, the students could be trained along with the faculty members. You can have different clubs, okay, where students from different streams can come together into it, do their contribution, and next 2 years they'll be starting developing it along with the team of faculty. Even you can get contacts from industries, like we are also involved into like companies like CIRF and R&D companies. We are helping industry with institution to make the product optimized and fine tuned for the benefit of all. And then it could be patent, it's functionally okay, and then you can think about it like with one department. I always think a collaborative department, the product will be even more far excel than with a single department. Okay, so where ways to protect your invention from others. Okay, IPR is a way to protect your information from invention from others, spread their idea world. You can also commercialize it. Okay, so you have an idea, can I do like that? There was some idea with Steve Jobs, that is what you got iPhone. There was an idea with Microsoft, Bill Gates, that is what a Microsoft OS has come in. Okay, there was an idea like for a Facebook, right? Mark Zuckerberg, okay, connecting people around the world. Okay, an idea. Then how to implement the idea? You go in for a research, then you go in for inventions, okay, and then you go for IPR, where you've got innovations into, you're commercializing it, and you can have your own startup and entrepreneurs. So can you see, right from 2011 to 2020, the number of patents, okay, top universities and institutions patent filing in the last 10 years, 2011 to 2020. And you can see there is a steady increase. There is a steady increase of number of patents, and which means there is a great eye opener among colleges. Patent filing along with the number of records. Okay, so it's only from the education institutions I've taken. All right, so when you take IPR, any doubts till now? Is it okay? Yes means type Y, no means type N. Is it okay for all? Hello, you're all there. Thank you. The most active person is Dr. M. Thirumala. What about others? Quick answers? Yes, thank you. All right. Okay. So I want everybody to answer by the end of the session. So IPR, you have trade secrets. I've showed you the graph of copyrights and the science of trademarks and geographical indication patents and trade secrets and trademarks. All right. So the major four things are trade secrets is protecting your secret information that you have made a new invention and the coke, how it is produced, the formula, okay, how it has been done. When you take trademarks, okay, protecting the protecting the brands. Example, the Apple for cell phones. Okay, whenever you see an apple that is written without your mind, you say it is an Apple product. All right, Samsung. Okay, so when you take secret information, it comes under trade secret. Trademarks. Okay, and copyrights is works of authorships. Copyrights is works of authorships. It could be books, movies, or drawings, or whatever it is. If you have a college song, okay, that could be copyrighted. Okay, it works of authorships. Patents, functional or on the swipe features of an iPhone. Okay, a product that is functional could be patent. Okay, AICT, the intellectual property talent search examination is being conducted. IPSTE.com. Okay, IPSTE.com. All right. So you can also find it out. IP. Okay. So you can also find IPTSC.com. Intellectual Property Test Search Examination. Okay, can you see it was this is the from AICT. Okay, AICT to all the principals and directors. Okay, intellectual property talent search examinations. Okay, so it will be organizing from 1st December to 15th December. So for thousands of students are benefited by IPTSC by enrolling it and achieving for the date of registration is from 21st October 21st August to 21st October. Okay, today is 22nd. Okay, and the launch of an app of e-learning and complete dashboards. Okay, and this is the website of it. I will put it on to the chat. Okay, IPTSC.com. I'll put it onto the chat. IPTSC.com. You can think it was still yesterday. Yeah, it is still open up. Okay, so you can encourage the students. Okay, this edition will also include enabling faculties and startup and to apply for the examination. Okay, the other two categories are for schools and universities. So here you think how intellectual property rights they are used in the higher education and the government is supporting. Okay, we hope your institution will take the management and maximum advantage. That is what is done by the advisor of this. Okay, for any information you can contact to this. $299 is a fee for school students, $399 for college students and for others. Okay, I strongly encourage you all to inform this to the students and even the faculties also. Several scholarships they are going to give for the winning faculty, winning candidates. Okay, so and also students also they receive internship opportunities in industry for the new learning horizon. How many of you have seen this before or is it new to you? IPTSC, yes, no? Response from the audience, please. Anybody else has applied to it earlier? Okay, no. Okay. And it comes every year. Kindly, when we know only, we'll be able to inform it to the students. All right. You can make a note of it. I've given the link onto the chat. This is the circular given. Now moving on into ipindia.gov.in. I hope most of you would have seen it. How many of you visited this website? ipindia.gov.in. Yes. Type yes if you have visited. Type no if you have not visited. Okay. ipindia.gov.in. All right. So here, whatever we have spoken about, you can see it here, the patents, the designs, the trademarks, the geographical indications, and the copyrights. All right. And the copyright. So this is a website. Okay. So they say Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Okay. The international patents, design, trademarks, and geographical indication are the copyrights. Okay. So here is the proper website of it. Okay, IP India. We'll go in detail about it. Next slide. Okay. See here, you can see onto this side to this. All right. So we have Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property and Management at New Delhi, and every part of our IPR, like your copyright, the patents, ICs, the integrated circuit chips. Okay. So when you see it's at Nagpur, okay, Nagpur. Sorry, Rajiv Gandhi National Institute and Intellectual Property and Management. The institute is at Nagpur. The patent office, wherever we have got the patent in Kolkata, Delhi, in Chennai, and in Mumbai. The design office, we have an industrial design for that component. We have it at Kolkata, and the trademarks registry. How we'll speak about trademarks in the next few slides. All right, on to the trademarks. The head office is at Mumbai, and the others are Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. The geographical indication, it is in our Chennai. And the integrated circuits, the IC chips, the registry, it is at Delhi. The copyright registry, it's at Delhi. So this is the entire structure for patents, for designs, for trademark, for geographical indication, for IC and copyrights. For Indian patent, I always promote people, because we are from India, we will like to go for Indian patents. All right. So you know about the National Innovation and Startup Policy for students. How many of you have registered to this NIST? Many of you, for some of you are from St. Pius, some of you from different college. Yes, NISP. Have you been into NISP? Have you registered? Hello. You're there. Okay. So when you move on into MIC website, in one thing that we have seen is about Kapila. Okay. And also you have got your NISP. NISP also is being given from this. Okay. So now how you here the government wants people to have the startups with combination of faculties and students, okay, at the institution itself. Okay, at the institution itself. Here you can see the Ministry of Education, Government of India has established innovation cell. Okay, this mic.gov.in. Can you see here? Can you highlight onto this? To foster the culture of innovation in all higher education institutions. It could be an arts and science college, it could be an educational institutions, it could be a B.Ed college, right? Okay, or teacher training, whatever it is, they want to culture this. And I could see, like in Institution Innovation Council, St. Pius College is doing a tremendously good job. And I know you are into the Smart India Hackathon program, Atal programs. I spoke about Kapila, right? And Yukti. Yukti is a very, very good program. Okay, Yukti is these are major, these six are the major innovatives of IPR, especially focusing on HEI, which stands for Higher Education Institutions. Okay, now we have seen about Kapila, now we'll move on into NISP. Okay, So when you take Indian national higher education system is considered with the world's number, higher number of institutions are there in India, and where we keep promoting things. Okay, so NISP, I have got some to, yeah, thank you. Okay, when you take about NISP, it's a guiding framework for higher education institutions. Okay, so 79 with Indian higher education has grown about 79% of it. Okay, so how many students are getting enrolled? Okay, so the release of AICD startup policy was there, it started in the year and 2016. I can give this, I can give this link onto the chat. Okay, and here is the policy, National Innovation Startup Policy. Some of you are from different colleges, right? You can see onto the streams where you can also have a startup with the faculty. I said at the start, you can have different clubs. Okay, maybe an IoT club where you need a mechanical, electrical, and electronics people, and computer science people. If it is for a healthcare, you need science people. To evaluate outcome, you need a commerce people of it. Okay, so you can this is the policy. Okay, this is the NISP policy, National Innovation Indian government. I tell you, is supporting a lot for innovation, and especially this has come into the ecosystem of education ecosystem. Okay, see here, it's a 40-page write-up. Okay, okay, he is the chairman of NISP. Okay, Professor Ashok Junjunwala. He is the one who initiated this process of bringing the innovation, IPR policy, and startup ecosystem into our higher education. Okay, nurturing innovation and startup ecosystem. Okay, into a higher education system. Okay, without innovation, nothing can succeed. Okay, so here you can see about the members, and here how you can collaborate. Okay, what are the pedagogies you need, what are the norms for faculty startup. Okay, how you can connect with the faculties and student. Okay, faculty and student, you can see about faculty startup. As for invention and education ecosystem oriented towards startups and entrepreneurial opportunities for students and faculties. Now, many colleges are encouraging this concept of starting it up, startups along with the faculty and students. You will be into the own institution, but you have a startup where you have an idea, you have researched it, you have invented it, you have made an innovation, invention into commercialization, then you have registered it for an IPR, then you're commercializing for the benefit of all. That creativity and innovation for the benefit of all. You can have startups, and you can generate income for the institution and for your own self. Okay, can you see here? So innovation is not the epicenter of education now. So here you have to ensure innovation and startup culture, and that is what even these events are being conducted. Okay, these events are being conducted, and action plan should be formulated at university level. Okay, what are the short-term goals you want to have, what are the long-term goals, what are the micro action. You cannot think of doing everything in one time. You can have a build up of the you have got the best students who have got a lot of innovations and creativity thinking according to the passion of students and what thing they want to do it. Okay, they could get involved into it. Okay, they could get involved into it. So role of faculty, maybe you may be a owner, you can be a direct promoter, you could be a mentor, you could be a consultant or on board member of a startup. Okay, and institutions should work on developing a conflict of interest. Okay, that don't suffer owing to their involvement. Okay, faculties may consider faculty members alone. If you want from only faculty members of St. Pius from different departments, you can have your own startup, or along with students. I always encourage along with students. If you have with alumnus, with entrepreneurs. Okay, faculties must be clear and distinguish that the ongoing research at the institution from at the startup or company. Okay, so faculties may not accept gifts from the startup, and they've given whatever the things that from the as a faculty that you can work. I said, right, you can have students clubs, bodies for our competitions. That is what you're also doing today. Okay, you can have an annual in the innovation and entrepreneurship awards, recognizing the ideas of students. All right, I've seen your website. I will show how St. Pius College has been doing into it. Okay, strongly encourage people to get, those who are doing it, think of doing even more. And for the others, even Tamil Nadu government, okay, maybe you're from Hyderabad, if somebody is watching this program from Tamil Nadu, also could see to it. Okay, so Tamil Nadu startup, and this is from the state Tamil Nadu startup and innovation policy 2018. Okay, to impanel private IP centers to partners to co-work spaces for guideships. Okay, of having our own startup, the intellectual property facilitation centers, the patent information centers. So you know about inventions. Invention is formulating a new idea. You have an idea, you do a research, then you invent it. Innovation is making it to be a marketable product. That is invention into commercialization is innovation. Most of the time where at higher education system we stop is, all right, we do an invention, that is where we stop. We are not progressing further into innovation. Imagine, just take 1 minute, think and imagine how many projects so many students have done in our life. As faculties, are we really encouraging their invention to be into converted in innovation? Is it being made into a product or marketable services for the benefits of the society? Yes or no? Are we doing it? I know it's faculties are here. This question is for you. Remember how many projects students are doing at the end of every year when they exit out of your institution. Yes, no? Rethink about it. All right. So we have got next 10 minutes more. All right. Any doubts till now? You're able to understand what are the concepts that we are discussing? Let me have the answers on chat. Yes means why, no means N. Hello, are you all are there? Okay. So, interesting session. Thank you, Dr. M. Tirumala ma'am. Okay. I want response from others, but if you are not going to give me a response, then I need to think that you are physically present or not. All right. Okay. Idea, you have an idea, you have a theory, you have to do a research, you have to do the science, you believe of it. Invention is you design it, you engineer it, you prototype it with your connectivity. Okay. This is what government, the inventions and creativity for the benefit of all. Can you see? IPR policy, vision of an Indian government, creativity and innovation for the commercializing, invention in commercialization with delivery with acceptance by the users and they experience broad benefit to society, markets and government. Okay. So first we listen invention, and when you make a vehicle, it makes an innovation. World Wide Web is an invention. Use of Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Google, everything that we use is an innovation. Okay, the power of an idea. You have an idea. The idea has got so much necessity. Is the mother of invention. You know, myself and my husband yesterday, he had given a talk on innovations, right? In innovations in IPR, nurturing the of innovation into the ecosystem. Okay, so we started evangelizing about the use of online classes right from 2017, but the acceptance rate was not too high. But once this pandemic started, we have traveled around many places teaching about how to take online classes. That time, everything we had live sessions. We have our own institution here at Bethel Matriculation School. The acceptance from the faculties was also very less before pandemic. When the pandemic started, Everybody, they have come out of their comfort zones. Many faculties, we both have trained more than 5,000 plus faculties, and one such set of faculty we have been collaborated is with also from the beautiful institution St. Pious. All right, that time people broke out of shell, they came in, then they learn. Even people who don't know how to start open up or create an email also started learning email. Okay, going into classrooms, use of Google Meet, Zoom that we are using today, okay, Google Classroom, so many tools. Necessity is the mother of inventions. Okay, so I'm coming into the trademarks. Letters, numerical words, abbreviation phrases, all comes into the word marks. Figurative, what is this? Can one of you say what is this logo? Can one of you give your answers on chat? What is this logo all about? Can you see the logo? Okay, which vehicle logo it is? Yeah, Mercedes Benz. Yes, exactly right. Okay, there was no word Benz. See, that's a figurative. Three-dimensional marks, the wrappers in Ferrero Rocher. Okay, the sound symbols, the music's sound symbols, right? The combinations of both symbols and combination of any of the above can also be taken as trademarks. So, what is this trademark? Apple, Google, Adidas shoes, Pepsi's. These are brand slogans also. Okay, here you get a shape. What is this? What is this bottle about? Can you tell me? What is this symbol? What is this logo? First two, can one of you say? Yes, no? Coca-Cola, McDonald. Okay, now I'm going to ask this question. This is a logo for Volkswagen. What is this logo? I should definitely get answer for this. What is this logo? Truth, light, and life. Hello? You're all there? What logo is this? I have not given the word, but whose logo is this? You're there? Not there?
And Pious, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly right. Wanted to get the answer. Okay. Yes, it's from your own college. Has it been trademarked? That's the question. Each of institution we have got a logos and the font inside the logo, everything stands unique. Rethink of it, you can make it as a trademark. Okay, so different trademarks you should have learned about it. Okay, then it covers under the Act of 1999. It came into effect from September 15, 2003. It extends to the whole of India. It's valid for 10 years and then you can renew it on a prescribed fees. The government fees for each class is 2,500. We have got content. Are we protecting our rights? Okay, the college logos could be made into a trademark. The sign used on in connection with marketing of goods, okay, on some container, on a wrapper, or whatever it is. Okay, Indian Copyright Act governs the system of copyrights in India. Okay, when you come into copyrights, also it's a creation of mind. Okay, it works. So we write our books where it comes into copyrights. Okay, and you have got your college song or something unique for your college, that could be copyrighted. Okay, that could be copyrighted. It's an intangible intellectual property. It could be an expression, not ideas. Okay, mathematical concepts such as title, short words, or combinations. Okay, it could be a literacy work, literary work. It could be a drama. If you write your own dramas, that could be done onto a copyright. If you, that's why I told you have a college song, the lyrics and the tune of it could be copyrighted. Any artistic work, cinematography, okay, sound recordings, broadcast rights, everything. So a painting, a sculpture, a drawing, a diagram, a cartoon, a map, a chart, a plan, an engraving, okay, whatever thing, these are things that could be copyrighted. Okay, these are the things that could be copyrighted. Okay, the registration fee for literary and dramatic is 500, to be used in relationship with any goods, 2,000, for cinematography, for sound recording. Okay, And the next thing that I want to speak about with the HEI is called SPIRIA. I don't know. It stands for Scheme for Pedagogy and Research in IPR for Holistic Education and Academia. I repeat it. It's a scheme. A stands for Scheme for Pedagogy and Research. PR stands for Pedagogy and Research in Higher Education in IPR for Holistic Education and Academia in holistic education. So it's to create public awareness about the economic and social cultural benefits of IPR among all sections of society, often all sections. That's the first thing. The second thing about SPRIHA is for intellectual property chairs in education institution. You can have to strengthen the IP chairs, okay, to provide quality education. All right. And then to develop teaching capacity and curricula to evaluate performance-based criteria. Okay. So I can show you this website. Okay. Can you see onto my screen? I will share this onto your chat. You can make a note of it. Okay, about scheme for pedagogy and research in IPR. Okay, can you see here? The entire document speaks about SPIRHA, SPRIHA, how it could be used. Okay. This is the scheme for pedagogy and research, holistic, especially only for education. How you can use it, okay? How can you have an IP chair, and what is an eligibility criteria to get the scheme? All right, I don't know any colleges. See, what is the vision to facilitate? Sorry, the vision of this scheme is to facilitate intellectual property education and research. Can you see here? Facilitate. Can you see here? This is the vision. Objective is to promote IP education and higher education, because we are speaking about IP and higher education. Okay, creation of IPR knowledge databases. All right, collaborating with Indian academic institution and institution, developing and collect inputs and recommendation industry, foster research and IPR, cooperation between IPR chairs for joint research, sharing lectures and academic exchange. Okay, promoting and discussion on IPR, facilitating. Who are eligible? Can you see? Universities, colleges, and higher education. You are eligible for it. Okay, individuals are not eligible under the scheme. So how do you select a IPC, IPR chair professor? Okay, even under retired IP officers could be taken. And what is the eligibility criteria for? What are the designation? What is the salary that you can give to them? Every details is given to it. Okay, maybe after the session you can see about it and you can apply it for your own institution. Okay, I know you should have learned about the pattern. The last session was elaborate about patterns. Okay, and have you seen how to search for patterns? Yes, no? I don't know why the response is less. Have you seen about the pattern search? Yes, I will skip. No, I will be showing it to you right now. Okay. Okay. We go into the ipindia.gov.in. Onto the public search, can you see here? You can search patents, trademarks, designs. Okay, I'll click on patents. Okay, on to patents, whatever is your own area of research, you can go in for your patent. I'm going to search something with the title. Okay, maybe IoT. Okay, and then I'm going to check whether it is granted. Okay, whether it is granted. All the and here you have to capture 012 YH. See, whatever it has been granted. Okay, see, reduce, recycle and reuse of IoT intelligence waste management system. All right, it has been granted on 9th of so you can see your application status here. all the document templates, even if you want to do your own pattern, how it has been done, everything step by step it is given. See, the type is a typical ordinary application. In field of invention is chemical. Who are the people who have done it? Okay, and can you see here? Okay, just move this up. It is filed, it is published, it is archive filed under examination and disposed. And can you see here? Click view documents. Can you see here? View documents. Here you get from the intimation of grant. Okay, the intimation of grant. What is the kind of patent certificate? See, the client tech solutions, intimation of grant, who are the people, okay, date of patent, priority, date of examination, and once the patent is granted, you get a certificate like this from the Government of India. Okay, so from date of filing, from when they have got it. So 9th of January 20. The fees for this pattern is to be maintained till 9th of January. When last speaker, he said for everything, from how did you give your application and what are the forms involved, you get the entire thing into it, and you can use this as a template and develop for your thing. This is how you do your pattern search. I'm not going to more into pattern because I think last speaker have given the entire details about that. And also in MIC, I want to speak about Yukti. Yukti. How many of you have tried for Yukti this year? Yes, no? How many of you have tried for Yukti in your college? Yes or no? No response? Okay. So Mick, can you see here Yukti? So this we have spoken about NISP. So I'll show from my slide. It's for to foster a robust innovation ecosystem in education. Okay, they are funding students. They are funding students. City.mic.gov.in is the website of it. I don't know. It works. Maybe today, maybe any server and hash innovation sectors. It will come, okay, but after which you can check up with this Yukti. Right now the website, and this is what you see onto the website. Okay, it is, they are giving funding availability for the students and faculty research. Okay, so say check the sectors of innovation that your institution that you are eligible for funding, that your institution that you are eligible for funding, and it is throughout the year. Okay, can you see here? And when you take into Yukti your innovation, 30th September was the second round, and it is for, can you see here, students and startup from education institutions. Startup from education institution, faculties and staff are eligible to apply. Institution and incubators are also you're eligible to apply. It is throughout the year. Yukti, they are funding, seed funding for an innovation. I strongly encourage you all to get it done. Okay, get it done. And other things, I think about patents and all, you should have learned more about it. I'm not going to. And in your institution, you encourage the labs to be researched as project-based labs, learning by doing, okay, where the students' skill are both hard and soft skills are getting developed. And as I said before, you can collaborate with the different departments and you can start working on it. We have seen about design, visual design of objects, trademarks, protecting the plans, copyright, works of authorship, patents, protects your functional ornament. In focus, I focused on how education institution can go like STG, yesterday in innovation sector, Dr. C.R. Nacharam would have said, like sustainable development goal promoting, And one such, the goal 9 is industry innovation and infrastructure. Okay, the technology can without technology and innovation, industrialization will not happen. Okay, and focus on to what, and every lab that you have, when you give it to the students, okay, encourage them to have a kind of innovation and creativity for the benefit of all. And as we both are promoters of plastic free Tamil Nadu, and whenever we give a talk, I always say kindly avoid plastics at home, because the next generation, there is so much hazards practice now, the eye openers are coming. Even that, for now I see people are using masks a lot. One time use of mask, how it could be decomposed. Okay, once it is thrown, a decomposed, which degrades on its own, like with chemical department people or science department people, you can keep working on with that. Okay, this comes to the end of my session. Okay, we'll play a live quiz now. I'll post the link onto the chat. It's very, very simple multiple choice question. You can join it. Any doubts? We saw about Kapila, Nurse, then we saw about Tyukti and the Spera and the other concepts where in higher education policy where you can work on with that. Okay. Are you all joining? Waiting for others to join. Yeah, 2 of you have joined. Others, kindly join soon. Yeah, I will share the link onto YouTube also on the live chat. Okay, only a few have joined. Others, any difficulties in joining? Okay, let me start. IPR stands for Indian property right, intellectual property rights. Three of you have given the right answer. It's intellectual property rights. You give your answers on the chat. I've given the link, click the link, give your name and join. If you give your answers here also, it will be difficult. Yeah, first is Manasa, Nemo, and Rajeshwar. We move on to the second question. Kapila. What is the full form of Kapila? Kalam program for IPR and awareness, Kalam program for IP literature and aware, or Kalam program for IP literacy and awareness. What is the full form for Kapila? That's the first thing that we have seen. Yes. Yeah, two of you have given the right answer. And the right answer is Kalam program for IPR, literacy and awareness. Let's see who has given the right answer. We have 30 plus people, but I'm not sure only a few have joined. Yeah, Sunita ma'am. Yeah, you are on the first place. Congratulations. Let's move on to the third question for the day. Let's move to the third question. An unique identity indicator or sign refers to a unique indicator or sign. It refers to a copyright, a patent, or trademark, which it refers to. A unique indicator or sign or logo. It refers to. Hello. Yeah. And for this, most of you have given the right answer. It refers to. Shakshi is the fastest. Sunita, Manas, and Bandari Lata. Okay, the fourth question. SPRIHA, I told you about the last one. Policy given by Government of India, right? Scheme for pedagogy and research and IPR and holistic education and academics to create public awareness of IPR, to strengthen IPR shares in HEI, to evaluate their work and performance-based criteria, or all of the above. What is the objective of SPRIHA? Yes. Let's see the leaderboard. Manasa ma'am, I don't know whether ma'am a student, Bandari Lata and EDA Sunita. The last question is going to define who will be the winner for the day. Yes. Which of the following protects the works of authorship? Whether it is design, trademark, or copyright. Design, a trademark, or copyright. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The time's up. 11 of you have given the right answer, which means you have listened or do you know about it earlier before? Okay. Let's see who is the winner for today. Most of you have given the right answer, and who's fastest? And the winner is Manasa. Congratulations, K. Manasa. Second place is Sunita ma'am. She's watching from YouTube. Congratulations. Third place is Bandari Lata. Congratulations to all those who participated. Thank you all. Hope the session would be of encouragement for you. Some things, whatever you have not known, you should have learned about it a little more. Thank you for the opportunity given. A very special thanks to entire St. Pious College. All right. And Special thanks to Sugantha Malam ma'am for having invited me. Okay, you can give your feedbacks here. Yeah, highly informative and illuminating session with many takeaway. Thank you so much. I hope my screen is shared with you. My contact, and I could see St. Pious is doing extremely a good job. Are you able to see my screen? And when people from different institutions are also you're working, you can see to it. After you register, I was so amazed to see St. Pius College is really doing a wonderful job. And I was seeing in the Innovation Institution Council. Any doubts, any questions?
Participants, if you have any doubt, you can ask ma'am, or you can write in the chat box.
Yeah, I will share my contact details onto the chat and this event also. And able to see my screen? Able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you see the Institution Innovation Council screen?
Institute list, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So when we, yeah. Yes, sir. The correct answers for each section I'll show right now. I don't know, the net is slow. Thank you. So the correct answers for each of them. It was a great session, so many feedbacks, fruitful session. It was really good. It was good to have you also. One of the professor has asked, I don't know, professor or student, had asked for the right answers. I'll show from my screen the right answers. Actually, yesterday I saw about the St. Pius College. It was really nice to see your college into this, and the reports were really amazing to see. I just want to show to the audience. I don't know, some MIC website, they are undergoing some updations. So the answer for the first question, IPR stands for intellectual property rights. Okay, intellectual property rights. The second question, Kapila Kalam Venus program for IP literary and awareness, and unique sign or indicator. The answer is trademarks. Okay, Spira, it's all of the above. It is to create awareness in the education institution. I have an IPC chair and also to find. And the last question, which of the following protects the works of authorship? The answer is copyrights. The answer is copyrights. So these are the answers for all these things. When you find time, yeah, you can go into it and see for the state in Telangana. You can find St. Pius College, and their reports were really amazing. How many kinds of innovations that you've done with your girls, and it was truly amazing to see that. So I was so happy. I just wanted to show to you, but I don't know. Yeah, now it is coming. So you go to iic.mic.gov.in on to the colleges. Yeah, can you find here St. Pius College? They are hosting it, and on to seeing the report was truly amazing. ISC 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. And you are doing an amazingly good job. Every year, try to do even more better. So they are to empower women through startup. When you are new to it, if you want to start up, you can think of your own college vision. Okay, the mission is to promote innovative thinking, entrepreneurial skills, innovative ideas. Okay, the social priorities for the benefits. See, they are bringing out the total national IPR policy, creativity and innovation for the benefit of all. Okay, what are the activities? They had 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. Self-driven activity, how many ideas? Okay, what is the certificate they've got it from ISC? Okay, 4-star, 4.5, and 5-star for every year. Okay, and also see, can you see highlighting the best innovation? Indian mythology. Okay, Lokas, Panchabuddhas. Okay, so it's really, really amazing and was so inspirational for me. See, that's an innovation ambassador under mic.gov.in. I've been an innovation ambassadors, and yeah, always Sister Velangani ma'am, she is the leader, an army of sheep led by a lion. Okay, it's always enormous, and thank you for the opportunity, and thank you once again. God bless you. Over to the organizers.
Thank you, Doreen ma'am.
Welcome.
Actually, you are a teacher for us also. When last year we got suddenly locked down.
Yes.
That time you taught us about the Google Meet and Google Classroom. So that was a clear. Then now maybe something we learned, but started with you only.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. So participants, do you have any doubt? I think it's a lunch time, so they don't want any stress. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your knowledge. Your presentation was actually like you made your session completely lively. You conducted quiz and everything. You said about us about Kapila. Many of us like heard about the Kapila, but you explain about what is the Kapila. Kapila is like a recognizing and felicitate about the IPR. And all things you said about copyright, IPR policy, how it's working in India, types of IPR, and more important, like you said about IP Olympia. It is for school and college children. So I think our students who are attending this, they can be benefited for that, and they can search. And most of the things you showed everything online. You went to websites and you showed us everything. So thank you, ma'am. It was like an eye-opener session for us. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome so much. Thank you for the opportunity. Convey my gratitude to your principal, Sister Velangani.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
And I would like to congratulate all the faculties who are meticulously planned this event, and you're presenting it for the betterment of our own India. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, dear participants, we will break here for the lunch, and 1:30 will resume at 1:30. And someone is asking about the feedback form. So feedback form we are going to post at the end of the session. So please be with us for post lunch session. And we have Professor Parthsarthi sir, and he is going to talk about the research ethics. So please join us after lunch at 1:30. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Robin, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.